Welcome to the Aquaflow Crypto Lab. Guys, it's been a long time since my last video and I'm happy to see a lot of great news in the charts. I've been really busy, so I'm really sorry for my absence, and in life you have ups and downs, so sorry for that, and I'm glad to be back. So let's jump into the chart. We will not waste time. If you watched my previous video, it was in December, and this chart predicted everything. So first, the beginning of the video will be dedicated to a reminder, to remind you how this chart works. It will be very quick, so be focused. First, you have to notice the white line. The white line is Bitcoin, right? This is the Bitcoin chart applied to the XRP price action. And here you can see this was the first major top for Bitcoin. Then we have the major bottom. Here we have our all-time high. Here, bottom, new all-time high, bottom, new all-time high, bottom. Then how did I draw those areas? The red one, the yellow one, and the blue one. It's very simple, guys. I have the top, the bottom, and I have my red area. Here I have the top, I have the bottom, and I have my yellow area. And here I have the top of Bitcoin and the bottom, and I have my blue area. And those areas are essential, guys. They are the keys of the chart. Indeed, if you have a look at this chart in December, right? I said when we were still here that we had to retest the yellow area. And XRP went up. It penetrated the yellow zone, right? And it reached the top of the zone. And I said that XRP had a great chance to repeat this scenario. Indeed, when we were there in 2013, we went up and we reached the top of the red area, right? Then we went down and we went up to retest the bottom this time of the red zone. So we have phase 1 and we have phase 2. Then we went down, we have a bear market, and we went up to retest just right here the top of the red area. And this was phase 3. Now let's have a look at what happened in 2017. We went up into a bull market. And where did we go? We went to the top of the yellow zone, just right here. And it was our all-time high. After this, we went down, right? And then we went up to penetrate the yellow zone. And you remember about the phase 2 just right here? Look, here it was the exact same thing. We penetrated the yellow area, but we got a rejection from it. It started from here because we have no full candle body closing inside the yellow area, and we have a rejection. Here we penetrated it, but we got rejected to the downside. So this was our phase 2. And then let's check our bear markets. Here you see we had the bear market for XRP. So let's call it A, okay? This was phase A for the bear market. Look, here we have a second bottom for XRP, right? And this was phase B, okay? And this was at the yellow, you see the yellow channel going up like this, okay? So if we continue up, here, you see, this is the exact same line, and we reached it for our bear market just right here. So we can consider this as our phase A. Then we went up, phase 2. Here we went up, phase 2, and then we went down, right, to our phase B. And here this is exactly what we did. We went down until reaching this area, the red one, you see. Here we reached the red one, here we reached the red one, and we know that this is the phase B, so this is our phase B. So you see that despite the fact that those cycles were different, we have the exact same structure. In addition, on this chart, we have the blue skyline that you can see just right here, and it is above the price chart. And this line plays a major role in this chart. Why? Because this line tells us the highest point where XRP can go. Indeed, for example, for this very first big green candle, we reached it, but we couldn't go higher, right? So the price stopped just right here. The candle after, we went up, we reached again this band, right? But we couldn't go higher, so we went down. And again, just after, you see, we have this sideways movement. And after, we went up and we reached again the skyline, but we couldn't go higher. So you can see the skyline indicator as a major resistance that gives us a target for the current candle. Indeed, if we continue, you see here, we reached the skyline, but we were still in this phase of the market, reaching also the yellow area, and we went down. And that's how I knew that XRP wouldn't close higher than the skyline at the end of the year. And this is exactly what happened. As you can see, with the wick, we pierced the skyline, but we went down and we closed below it. I remind you that I am on a 2 month time frame, and you see here, this is the next level for the skyline, and currently it is around $10, a little bit less than $10, let's say $9.75. So now you know the target for the next 2 months. Of course, this doesn't say that we will not go higher than this. I remind you that here, for example, you see, we went up, we reached the skyline, but the next candle went higher. We reached the skyline, we have this, right? We went down sideways movements, but at the end we went even higher and we reached a new all-time high. So this line is just giving us information for the current candle. So now that you see that we went in phase B, then we went into phase 3, right? Here we have our phase B, and here we have a beautiful phase 3. So now that you know that here we were into phase 3, and here this is our phase 3, you see that the next candle was the candle that sent us to the moon, just right here. So if everything goes as expected, you see that here XRP should go to the moon in this area. But first we have to overcome this major yellow line coming up just right here. You see here in our phase 3, we hit it and we got rejected by it. And that's why we closed just below it. Here in the past, we hit it, rejection. Here again, we hit it, rejection. And if we go further in the past, here it was our SEC sell-off. We bounced from it to the upside. It was a major level of support this time. And here it was a major bottom for XRP. And again, it was a major support. And even here, you see, if we go down like this, you see here it was a major level of resistance. We hit it and we couldn't go higher and we went sideways. Here it was a major level of support. We have this huge green candle. And here it was a major bottom for XRP. So now you know how important this line is. So we have to pay attention to how XRP will interact with this line. Hopefully we will be able to cross above this line and to have a candle closing above the line. And if we manage to do this, it means that from now it should be a support. Also on this chart, I know guys, I have a lot of lines, but you see how important those lines are. And on this chart, I have also a yellow regression line that you can see just right here. You see, here we hit it, right? And it was a major top for XRP, even if we crossed it just after. Here we hit it again, and we got a strong rejection to the downside. So the next level to watch according to this indicator is this level. And currently it is around $6.50. And we know that this line is very important also, this yellow band going up just right here. Why? Because here it was a support, right? Here it was a strong resistance. We pierced it, but we got rejected. We pierced it, rejection, okay? Here it was again a rejection. Here it was a support. And here it was a support also because we crossed it. We have a close above it, but we went down to retest it as a support before going higher. And if we have a look at the past, here it was very interesting also because here it was a very strong resistance. So now you see that we have a confluence area between the green channel here and the regression line in yellow. If I circle it, you see it's just right here. So we might go to this confluence area. You remember here it was a beautiful confluence area during the phase 3 because we have the skyline going down, reaching the yellow band going up. And at the same time, we have this yellow area with the yellow zone, right? And with those three indicators joining at the same time, we have the price that went from here to here, and it has been attracted like a magnet. So now that I said everything, you need to understand that the ideal scenario for us would be to reach this blue area. Indeed, the same way that we went from this level to the top of the red zone. And then we went from here, you see, the red channel from here, and we went all the way up to reach the top of the yellow zone. The ideal scenario would be for us to go from this red area, you see, when we reached it, just right here, all the way up to the blue zone. As you can see, the top of the blue zone is around $57. Of course, guys, I remind you that there is no guarantee that this will happen. Even if we reach the bottom of the blue zone, it would be already a good target. And the bottom of the blue zone is currently around $20. So now you understand the full picture of what XRP is currently doing. So here you see we have a major milestone. Then we have the regression line in yellow, around $6. And here we have the bottom of the blue zone. So now you know everything. We can have a quick look at the XRP bull bear index. As you can see, there is nothing new. Yes, I remind you that you can get this indicator on my website for free. So if you want it, please have a look at the description of the video. And as you can see, we've been in full bullish mode for 3 candles in a row right now. So you remember that the gummy line was a major milestone for us because it was a major resistance band. Here you see rejection to the downside, here rejection to the downside, here rejection to the downside, right? We hit it again, we hit it again. You see the pink line just right here. Then you see here it was a major resistance because here we went down, here again, and here again. We hit 4 times in a row and we got rejected. And finally with this candle we have a close above the line, but here we have a full candle body closing above the line. So this is the important candle. Just like in the past, this red candle was the important one because it was the first full body that we had above the gummy line. So right now XRP is clearly showing signs of strength, and as you can see we are challenging our previous all-time high just as I speak. So let's hope that soon we will be able to have our breakout. So guys, that's it for this video. I will try to make more videos more regularly now that we have great news in the charts. Don't hesitate if you have any suggestions for my channel. And if you like the content, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That's all for today's video, and as always, time will tell.